Well, Mike is he's a working class guy that had a rough upbringing. His father was an alcoholic gangster that wasn't there, and when he was there, he just made things even worse. And he's just made a decision that he's gonna live the polar opposite life of his father, and he's working really hard to create a life for his family and for his children that he didn't get. And then he gets an unfortunate circumstance puts his life and his family's life in danger, and he has no choice but to invite his father back into his life in order to protect himself and his family. It was just a lot of fun and a great honor to get to play with Liam, and I was honored that they considered me to play his son. It was a great experience, and we had a lot of fun very early on, and we became friends and got to know each other well, and that's always very helpful when you're shooting a movie. That's what's great with this movie is that it is an action movie that has a very high pace, but it still has like 6 intense drama scenes where you really get to explore the depth of the characters and the characters' vulnerability. So in that way, it's an unusual film, especially within the studio system. It's a movie that is both a very high, intense action movie, but also that has a lot of character depth.
Yes, Bryce had some problems growing up, and he is really a focused, determined, relentless assassin. And he is a super villain, really. Like, he is the ultimate villain where he wants to kill. He enjoys killing, and to go after Liam Neeson's character like that is he has to have heart. He has to have that type of fire. I wanted that challenge. I mean, I was so grateful when I found out that I could be a part of this movie because I knew I would have fight scenes with Liam Neeson, and that's having fight scenes with the best, one of the best ever. When you look at Run All Night, you see a film that you feel you're really in that world. You feel New York. You feel Jimmy and his son's like friction in their relationship. So Jama has created all that. He did an excellent job, and I'm super excited to be a part of this movie.
Well, I really wanted to work with Liam, and I thought it had a potential of being a really successful movie. And it's a big studio film, and lately I've been doing a lot of independent films, low budget kind of things that nobody ever sees that are really fulfilling to work on. But it's also nice to make a film that's actually being publicized and that they're spending money on. So I figured, what the hell, man? I did a movie a number of years ago called State of Grace back in the 80s with other Westies, in the Hell's Kitchen, and it's kind of like the same character 20 years later. I mean, he's trying to be a legitimate businessman in this community, and he is to a certain extent, but he's still got that old, gang mentality, and things go wrong, and shit starts flying. So it was fun, we really had a good time. I mean, I really like Liam a lot. He's not just a wonderful actor, he's a really good guy. There's no nonsense going on there. It's just who he is, and he's very generous and gracious, and we really enjoyed working together. It was good. Jama did a great job. I mean, he's from Spain, but he really obviously gets the city. And we shot all over, 5 boroughs, in a lot of strange places, And it's character in the film, and I think it captured it really well. It's kind of the underbelly of New York, and he did a great job.
Jimmy is he's an ex-hitman, to give him a title, for a kind of a local mafia type outfit that Ed Harris's character is the leader of. And those kind of mafia years, those days are kind of long gone, But my guy is still, he's out of work, and he's very, very troubled. I can't speak for them because I haven't seen too many of the current crop, to be honest, but it's got a heart. It's got a great relationship between 2 older guys who end up being enemies, or frenemies, I should say. It's just a very, very solid, well-crafted script, I think.
Everybody look to the left!